Hey everyone, Keegan here. I'm making a quick video with some tips that will hopefully help you configure your listings a little bit easier on Wheelhouse. So the first tip I'll give you is, instead of using the boxes over here to click and select multiple listings at once, you simply just hold down Control on your keyboard and then click anywhere in the row for the particular listings that you want to select. So as you can see, as I was holding Control, I could click anywhere in these rows and I could select multiple listings at once. I can also use this Control shortcut to unselect any listings. The next shortcut I'll give you is to use Shift to select listings in bulk. So for example, say I want to select these first few listings. I could hold down Control and then click through and select them all, but that can be sort of tedious. So instead, I can select my first listing, then go down to my last one, hold Shift, select it, and it not only selects that last listing, but every listing in between. These two shortcuts are useful on the Performance tab, which is where I'm at right now, helpful on the Portfolio Calendar, as well as the Portfolio Settings page. The next tip I'll give you is regarding opening individual listing links. So if you're on any of the Portfolio tabs, and you have the column with your name for your listings, then my preferred way of opening an individual listing in another tab is to actually use the scroll wheel on my mouse. So you should have the ability to click your scroll wheel instead of just scrolling. If you hover over a listing name, it'll show you that it's a link. If you click your scroll wheel, that will open that individual listings link in a new tab. This is a general Chrome tip because you can actually use the clicking of the scroll wheel to close tabs as well. If you're not using a mouse, then a way to open an individual listings link is to select your listing, then come over here to where these links are located, and you can open any of them in a new tab by right-clicking and then opening the link in a new tab. A general navigation tip would be to use the search function here. You can either click Command plus K, or you can just left click the search function here. If you then type in whatever listing you want to find, it'll pop it up, and you can either center click your scroll wheel or right click and open that listing in a new tab. Another tip I would give you is setting up your column set. So if I make my way over here, I can hover over this where it says Show Hide Columns. If I click this, it'll pull up a bunch of options for me to basically set up my columns the way I want. So maybe I don't care that my channel column is listed, but I do want to know how many bedrooms and maybe how many bathrooms each of my listings have. I can select and unselect any of these options. And then once I do so, I want to save the column set by going to this settings cog here, and then going down to Save Default Column Set. Now, anytime I make my way to the Portfolio Settings, Calendar, or Performance tabs, my columns will be set up just how I want them. Hopefully these tips help you in the initial phase of getting your listings configured. We'll definitely be going into more depth on calls in the future, on things you can do, strategies you can use, and I'll also have other videos to help you on the specific pages that we offer.